So my group had Bromeliaceae, which its common name is bromeliads, and it's a very diverse family of tropical flowering plants. There are over 3,000 species of bromeliads across 56 genera, with the most significant plant being the pineapple, whose common name is Ananas camosus. Spanish moss is also a well-known member of this family, and all bromeliads fall under one of three subfamilies: Bromeliaceae, Pitcairnioideae, and Tillandsiaideae. So the first subfamily is Bromeliaceae. This subfamily is the most diverse of the three, containing 32 of the 56 genera. These plants are also characterized as having spiny leaves and scale-like structures. The second subfamily, is Pitcairnioideae. This subfamily contains 16 genera and is characterized as the most primitive group. The vast majority of these plants are terrestrial, common to dry, high-altitude areas. And then the last subfamily is Tillandsiaideae. This group contains the fewest genera but the greatest number of species. Most grow on substrates such as trees or rocks and have trichome cells that insulate the plant and absorb the nutrients. The well-known species include Guzmania and Spanish moss. The members of the Bromeliaceae are herbaceous monocot perennials with spirally arranged leaves. One bromeliad plant has many flowers that can bloom for months, but the plants usually only flower once in their lifetime. And the majority of bromeliad species are epiphytic, meaning that they do not need to derive nutrients from the soil and instead collect their own nutrients and water from the leaves. And then lastly, the majority of bromeliads have radial symmetry in their flowers. The inflorescence of bromeliads are considered greatly diverse compared to other plant families. For example, flower spikes can reach up to 10 meters tall and be arranged in a variety of different ways. Also, bromeliad flowers have parts with contrasting sepals and petals, and their perianth is in two distinct sets of three. So, bromeliads have multiple fruits. The individual ovaries of many separate flowers on the plant are clustered together and they join together to form a cone-shaped fruit, indicating that bromeliads are classified as multiple, and most of the species are fleshy fruits. Some species of bromeliads are beneficial to the economy because they're popular in the gardening market. Because of the tough, brittle leaves, some bromeliads are popular with weaving or making fabric. Some are edible as well. As mentioned earlier, the pineapple is the most economically significant bromeliad because it's the only one sold commercially throughout the world. They are grown and harvested mostly in tropical countries such as Costa Rica and Brazil, and they are popular edible fruits. In the Philippines, certain species of pineapple are used to produce pina fabric. It is a long, labor-intensive process, so the resulting fabric is expensive and considered a luxury product in most places. The Spanish moss, Tillandsia usneoides, has multiple economic purposes. Most often, its fibers are used as a substitute for horsehair in the upholster industry. And then lastly, the Bromelia antiacantha is known in its native areas as the wild banana. It has been known to have medicinal importance in small tropical villages around Brazil and Uruguay, as it's primarily used to treat cough and mouth sores.